Senpai?
Good morning. So, today is the day Dr. Maruki is supposed to contact us.
You alright?
No.
Oh, I'm fine. I've just had something on my mind. I need to think about it a little more. For now, we should go to school.
If he's coming, it'll be today.
I'm so nervous.
Same. Can't focus on class at all.
And how is that any different than usual?
Shut up. I mean, I seriously can't today. I even tried. All that's left is the fight.
You know it.
We've been so blessed by your cool composure, with your cool composure.
Ren, you're the one Maruki is most likely to approach. If that happens, make sure you handle it just as we planned.
This is Ren here. We ain't got nothing to worry about. I really wish that they'd actually follow it up with, clearly we don't have anything to worry about with us following the plan, because Ren, us, managed to trick you, Akechi, into thinking that you had killed us.
I know it's a lot to bear, but can we ask you to make the call for us if he does show his face?
Leave it to me.
Let us know right away if anything goes amiss, okay? What's Maruki's next move gonna be? Even I'm starting to get a little antsy here. Senpai? Dr. Maruki's supposed to contact us today, right? Before that happens, there's something I want to tell you. Do you have any time today?
Seems like she wanted to talk to you earlier this morning, too. So maybe you should hear her out. So what's gonna be? Do you want to go see Sumire? Head over immediately. I have to assume this is her third awakening, because I don't know what else it would be. Okay.
Shall we meet up first? Preferably somewhere we can relax and chat. Sorry for all the trouble. Hope to hear from you soon.
By the way, her broken phone basically never became a plot point. It was just like a quirk of her character at the beginning.
This is the first time I've invited a boy over to my house, so I'm kinda nervous.
This is absolutely a third awakening. Like, this is the exact setup that everyone else had. It's nice and tidy.
Thank you. People always say a messy room means a messy heart, so, I asked you here today because I wanted to tell you my decision. This is where Kasumi and I promised each other we'd be the best in the world. Pretty much everything in here is the same as in Kasumi's bedroom. The colors are different, but not much else. That's how it always was. Kasumi kept saying we should get the same styles, the same clothes.
Are you sure this was a healthy sibling relationship? It really feels like Kasumi has her own shit going on. She really loved you. The game keeps treating this as just like innocent older sister stuff. This feels like a lot more serious to me.
Yes.
So, when I lost her, I just went into shock. I can talk about it now that I have some distance from it, but before, I was too... Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I'm grateful to Dr. Maruki.
How do you mean? I mean, I know what she means, but I guess the character doesn't.
Well, he showed me it was possible to live my life the way Kasumi had lived hers. I ran away from who I really was, sure, but if I'd kept living as Sumire, I probably never would have talked to you. I'd still be crying every day. Becoming Kasumi helped me come into your life.
This is actually kind of what I meant when we were in Maruki's palace. Changing someone's cognition to remove their trauma and have their wishes come true with respect to how they see the world actually could be a useful therapeutic process, but not a universally applicable one. Sumire has benefited. It living as Kasumi for 6 months or whatever made it so that she could recover. But then being pulled away from that is then useful to allow her to grow beyond that point.
Becoming Kasumi helped me come into your life. And because everything happened the way it did, I found ways to go back to being Sumire one step at a time. I think I really needed that time I spent as my sister. That's why I'm grateful to Dr. Maruki.
But...
And that's why I have something to tell him, too. Or rather, I want to show him that I found a way to face reality. If Dr. Maruki sees how far I've come, I'd like to think it might give him the strength. I'd like to think it might give him the strength to do the same.
I'll be there to help you.
yes.
I'll be the strongest Sumire Yoshizawa I can be.
Okay, that works.
This is...
My power.
All right.
Sumire's persona Venatus, which we had for approximately like 2 weeks maybe, has transformed into Ella.
Thank you so much, Ren-senpai. If I hadn't met you, I'd never have found the strength to face myself. I hope we'll be able to count on each other. That way I won't ever lose myself again.
We'll move forward together.
Yes!
Wherever you go, I'll follow.
Thank you for bringing me here.
Oh, it's gone so late. Thank you for coming over.
Okay, Veil of Sunrise and Masquerade. Masquerade, severe damage to one foe 2 times. And Veil of Sunrise, greatly increased chance of ally not being downed when attacked. Okay, so it's just like the evolution of Veil of Midnight or whatever it was then. Honestly, I don't think I ever heal with her, but I also don't think I'm going to use severe damage to 1 2 times over Colossal to 1 with high chance of a crit. It feels weird to not take this. Like, all of the other Third Awakening skills are really good. Over Vorpal Blade? Like, that gets rid of the AoE. Let's be realistic and kind of meta for a moment, though. We have Maruki's boss fight remaining, and that's about it. How much is AoE physical actually going to matter at this point? Like, what circumstances? Several physical weak or just overall not a lot of health enemies. We aren't going to be facing that more than like once, maybe, at this point. So it's kind of weird because we're getting rid of an AoE for a double single target setup. But I want to see what Masquerade does, because it feels like there should be something more here. But the HP cost tells me that there's probably not, which is weird. Meh. Gonna try it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but whatever. You in the shop?
Ah, you're back.
And we have a different camera angle than we've had for a while. Well, I know it's a bit early, but I think I'm gonna close up shop for the day. We were so busy today, I ran out of all my ingredients. I don't even remember the last time that happened. Weird, huh?
Make sure you close up.
Anyway, don't forget to lock up.
Tomorrow's finally the day. Ray secured the route to the treasure. No problems there. All we have to do now is wait.
Sweet, we're gonna rock this shit!
Yes! Oh, Ren-senpai, I wanted to ask you something. Has Dr. Maruki contacted you yet?
Nope. I see. I suppose waiting really is our only option.
You're right. If anything comes up on my end, though, I'll get in touch with you all.
Sae has not been a part of this story since New Year's, I think. Like, at least Sojiro's been in the background and occasionally had a line. Sae has just not existed, I think. Well, aside from Makoto's Third Awakening. See you tomorrow.
My apologies for calling so late.
First of all, shut up. Second of all, sorry, not Makoto's Third Awakening. Makoto's reawakening after her actualization. The thing that woke her up to get to Maruki's palace.
This is Maruki, by the way.
I have caller ID.
I'm actually rather close by. Would you mind lending me an ear? There's something important we need to talk about. And if you do intend to confront me, I believe there's something you have to give me first.
All right.
Thank you. I'll be at the cafe shortly. See you later.
I caught all of that. Just as we suspected, he knew he'd have to get a calling card. I have no clue how this meeting is going to go down. Hey, just make sure you keep your guard up, okay?
I love that we had the scene to justify that the cafe is going to be closed and empty because we needed to set up so that Maruki could show up for a meeting. I don't think anyone would have questioned the shop being closed if we hadn't had that scene. Okay. They're giving us the option.
I'll just add this.
I'm gonna go ahead and save then. There is no music. We know that we're meeting Maruki downstairs. Some weird shit's about to go down, I think.
Hey!
Maruki's finally coming. Are you mentally prepared? I need more time. Hang on. Couch of Wisdom. We're finally meeting. Let's stay on our guard.
Hey!
Maruki's downstairs. This isn't the time to be making tools.
Hey!
I will always be with you. Think about your answer carefully, okay? Why the hell did that trigger that? Maruki's finally here. Don't worry, Ren, I'll stand with you. It's nice and warm. There still seems to be enough fuel left. It's finally time to face Maruki. Be ready for anything. Okay, that's enough fucking around. Let's go.
Hey!
However you respond to Maruki, I trust you. I know you'll make the right decision. So there's definitely going to be a way to back out of this and agree with him, isn't there?
Sorry for the last-minute visit.
Why is there no background music?
How's Yoshizawa-san holding up? I've been concerned about a potential relapse, considering her difficulties with accepting this reality.
She's just fine.
I see. No, that's great news. So, getting down to business. I wanted to confirm with you one last time. Is there no other way to come to an agreement besides fighting?
We can't accept this reality.
The reality I created may seem distorted from your point of view, but it's a reality where everyone is happy. If you just stay, you'll never have to suffer the pain of loss, or the pain from having people and things stolen away from you.
Like you have?
So, you saw what happened with Rumi.
Okay, accurate, but if he truly doesn't know how his own palace works, like, internally, which he might, admittedly, but if he doesn't, then my first reaction would be more like, oh, so you heard what happened to Rumi, or you read, or something. Like, saw is a very specific verb that implies that we experienced it ourselves. Because, you know, we had those cutscenes from the CRT TVs. CRT? Cathode ray tube? Yeah. TVs. and that showed us what happened. But unless he knew that those rooms existed, I wouldn't suspect that he would think we literally saw it.
I'm not the one who suffered. She is. But she's still living a wonderful life right now, in this world you call a distorted reality.
But she still doesn't remember you, right? And you're fine with that?
Yes, Maruki would be able to know that Morgana is Morgana, because Morgana showed up in that confrontation with the full team against him at the beginning of the arc.
She may not be in my life anymore, but at least her own life is a happy one now. I'm not just doing this for Rumi. I want all of you to live just as happily as she is, but for Rumi's happiness to last, I have to move on. After all that's happened to her, to me, I just can't drag her into it.
Doc.
My stance will not change. Strange circumstances have led to my gaining this power. However, I now recognize it as being wholly inevitable. This is something only I am capable of doing. I promise. Every person alive will be happy in the world I create. So, let me ask you the same. After really considering every option, do you have any doubts about your views?
What do you mean?
I suppose it's more accurate to ask, do you two gentlemen have any doubts? You're here, aren't you, Akechi-kun?
Akechi.
You caught me.
Also, Maruki, if you know that Morgana is Morgana, and I assume you do since you didn't react to the cat talking, shouldn't you have said you three gentlemen?
Oh, it was just a hunch. This issue doesn't only affect you. Akechi-kun, this involves you too.
Akechi's involved?
What do these two have to do with...
Are we finally gonna get the last little bit of reveal that I'm thinking was coming, or no?
The relationship you two share is very unusual. A detective and a phantom thief. Despite being enemies, your relationship isn't based on hatred or ill will. That's why I found it so tragic when I learned what happened in Shido's palace.
How did you learn about that?
You bastard! So, my final enemy is a puppet version of myself.
Say, didn't you regret how things ended with him? You two came to a deep understanding of one another. Yet you had no choice but to leave Akechi-kun to his fate. That's why I created a reality where you two could have a fresh start together.
After all this, that's what you have to say. Seriously, you really are.
That would mean the Akechi in the real world is...
Get what I'm saying? I genuinely didn't want to tell you like this. I didn't want to make it seem like I'm holding him hostage. But no matter what you may think of me, I just want you all to accept this reality and move on with your happy lives.
Okay, in case that was not blatant enough, Akechi is only here because in the original timeline, we regretted that he was dead. Like, we had that little lying in bed, oh, I wish I could fulfill my promise to him, or whatever the hell the actual prompt was. That means that Maruki's current world, Akechi, comes back to life, because Maruki's world corrects those regrets and actualizes a theoretically perfect reality. So if Maruki's world goes away, so does Akechi.
And that matters how, exactly? Don't tell me you think dangling my life before us is going to have any impact on our decision.
Figured that out?
Well, I lacked conclusive evidence, but after I fought against you all, I had a gap in my memory that ended with meeting up with him again. There were also the cases of Wakaba Ishiki and President Okumura. Of course, I'd find all of that suspicious.
I see. I had a feeling the truth of the matter still wouldn't dissuade you, Akechi-kun. But how about you? You think dangling my life before us is going to affect our decision? That's what Akechi-kun said a moment ago. If that's how you see it at this point, I'm fine with it. But I'm still going to ask you, one last time, will you accept the reality I create for you? You were the guiding light to my research. You showed me the way so I could make my dream into reality. I have nothing but gratitude for you. Not a single ounce of ill will. That's why I wanted you, of all people, to understand. Perhaps I shouldn't ask you for an answer on the spot like that. I'll be going now.
You forgot something.
Ah, that's right.
Yusuke, I'm not sure I would consider that elevating our normal calling cards to a work of art. Our calling cards have gotten pretty fucking good, and that just looks like another one.
I've heard your calling. And about my question, let's do this. I'll be waiting in the palace tomorrow, just as I promised. If you still haven't changed your mind by then, we'll meet there. But if you don't show, I'll take that to mean you've accepted my reality. See you.
What are you gonna do?
I'd like to speak with him.
Akechi. Gotcha. I'll leave the decision up to you. Let me know when you've reached an answer.
I will carve my own path for myself.
My dude, if I understand this plot correctly, you will be dead in about 24 hours.
I refuse to accept a reality concocted by someone else, stuck under their control for the rest of my days.
The rest of your days are going to be in that reality because those are the rest of your days. There are no more days that are not in that reality that are possible. You sure?
Why wouldn't I be? Don't ask such stupid questions after all this time.
That's a good expression on him, actually.
All you have to do is stick to your guns and challenge Maruki. Or are you really so spineless that you'd fold over some bullshit trivial threat on my life?
Not sure this counts as bullshit or trivial, but sure. I won't fold.
Then you already know what needs to be done. I want to hear you say it aloud. What do you intend to do?
If we fight against Maruki and win, we'll return to our original reality. But, Akechi...
I won't wait a moment longer. Answer me.
We're stopping Maruki.
All right. I'm relieved to hear it. I will never accept this form of reality. I'm done being manipulated. Let's go back to our true reality.
That was your third awakening? Wait, so was Loki your second awakening? I thought they were different personas. Is your persona Batman?
This is great. I feel so alive. I'll sow chaos as far as the eye can see. All right.
Akechi's persona, Loki, has transformed into... Hereward, maybe?
What's a life worth in a reality that was cooked up just to satisfy someone else. I say none.
Are you gonna get your new abilities and get the magic equivalent of what Sumire got?
We have to win this, no matter what.
No, you just don't get new abilities? Okay. There's no going back now. Oh, there it is. Ingenious Spirit and Rebellion Blade. Rebellion Blade is Colossal Almighty to 1, highly effective if downed. You know what? I don't care about this, so sure. God, I've used him so little. Wait, before I do that, Ingenious Spirit may decrease SP cost of allies' support/almighty skills by half. That actually pairs well with me using Morningstar for everything. Shame that I don't like his kit all that much.